trying something new. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do curry chicken. We have leg quarters here. I have 3 of them because it's just me and my mom. So what you're going to have to do is just strip the chicken, the skin off of it. You're going to have to take the intestines that's inside of the leg quarter out. And I just use the other side of the sink to put them in at the moment. And then, yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that. I have 2 more pieces to do, and I'll get back right to you guys. Okay. So now, as you can see, I'm finished skinning the chicken, taking out all the veins and the intestines, and I cut the leg quarter into 2. Because the next, what I'm going to have to do is mince the chicken up, chop them up, as we Jamaicans say, and then after chopping them, I'm going to be using vinegar. I don't want to touch it with my raw hand because of salmonella. Remember, if you're handling chicken, you have to wash your hand and everything that you touch before you touch it, I should say. We're going to use vinegar to wash it after I finish mince it up. So I'll be right back, guys. So only thing I reached for was my chopping board. As you can see, it's been used a lot because I love cooking. My cleaver, which we call it a chopper in Jamaica, and I went for my apron because when I'm chopping, I don't want anything to splash, get on my shirt. I might want to go somewhere else or go lay on my bed or something after finish cooking. So to prevent the the chicken getting on my blouse that I have on, I just want to put on an apron so it can get on the apron and not my shirt. So I'll be back, guys. Alright, so now I have a little bit of room temperature water in the basin with the chicken that's chopped up. As you can see, now I have the vinegar. My hands are washed. It's wet, as you can see, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit in it. It's just, the vinegar is just to cut the rawness of the chicken for when it, time come for you to put the season and stuff on it. So I'm just gonna wash it. I washed it once with just water before to take away like the bloodiness, but now I'm just gonna rinse it. Make sure you gotta get your hands in there to toss the chicken. You can't just let it sit. And you don't want it to sit too long too, because the chicken, it will absorb the vinegar flavor. So now that I did that, I'm just going to rub the chicken between my fingers, see if any slime is on it. As you can see, a little bit of slime came off. When I cleaned the chicken, I try to take as much fat off the chicken. Yeah, so I'll be back, guys, when I'm finished washing it and it's time to put the seasoning on it. So these are the seasoning I'm using. This is curry powder. It's not really that Lizzie curry powder. This is actually curry powder from Jamaica, Indian curry powder that we have poured into this bottle after it was finished. We have paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, and Lawry seasoning salt. So with the Lawry seasoning salt, because it's so salt, I don't put salt in my food, in the chicken, because it's already salted. And then I have the pepper stir fry. You can do it, original style, Jamaican style, cut up your own pepper and onions and everything, but we don't have that here. I just, bought this to make it a little bit faster. And here's the chicken. I washed it after washing it with the vinegar one more time, and then I drained it, as you can see. And then I'm just going to pour the season on it and let you guys enjoy. So as I told you guys before, I had to add a little bit more things to it. I was missing my peppers. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. A piece of it is right here, and I put a little bit of thyme on it. And then after doing that, I'm going to swish it around again. And then next I have some peeled potatoes. You can use carrots or potatoes if you want. You'll peel it, have it aside for when the chicken is almost ready to be finished and you are almost ready to turn the stove off. Okay? So you guys can see my pot has been used a lot. These pots came all the way from Jamaica. It's been used a lot. I have my stove going on medium heat right now, and I'm going to be pouring oil, a little bit of oil in it because I don't like cooking with a lot of oil. And here we go. Just a little bit. There we go. And I'm just gonna let that heat up a little bit so it can burn the curry a little bit better. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is just hit off some of the seasoning, start throwing them in. Yes, all of this is gonna go in at once because we're burning the curry first. There's two different type of ways you can burn the curry. You can pour curry in the pot by itself and burn it so you can color the oil. But this is how I burn it first. I put the chicken in first. I don't want the seasoning to go in there even though they're real fine. I just want the chicken alone at the moment. Because afterwards we're going to put the rest of the seasoning in the pot. I know this might seem as if it's taking a long time, but you don't really want oil. You don't want your seasoning to be inside the pot as well, meaning your sweet peppers and your bell peppers and your peppers, your onions to be in there at the moment, because if you do, it's just gonna soften and squish out and cook out as however you want to say it, and it's just not going to be visible at the end of the pot. Okay, and you want to make sure that your pot looks very pretty, as we call it in Jamaica. At the end I might add a little bit more seasoning. As you can see, the seasoning is still in there, and I'm going to put that in afterwards. But I'm just going to get a spoon, wash my hands and a spoon, and stir the pot and then leave it for a little bit. Okay, so I'll be back. So now, as you can see, I'm just stirring it, and it's already forming a little bit of water in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just stir it a little bit more, turn it, and make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. That's why we stir it. You got to keep a keen eye on the pot. Got to keep a keen eye on it because we don't want it to burn. We don't want the chicken to start sticking to the bottom of the pot. As you can see, it starts bubbling already. It's going to form gravy. For some reason, I find that in America, the chicken springs water itself, so you don't need to add water at the moment. You just got to make sure that you keep, like I said, a keen eye on your pot. And, yeah, just watch it. Don't add any water at the moment. So it's okay, so I'm gonna just cover it with the pot cover. I'll see you guys in a bit. So I'm gonna be doing white rice with the curry chicken, and this is about 1.5 to 2 cups of rice, I would say. I don't cook more than that due to the fact that my hand, swells rice, as Jamaicans may say. But yeah, I'm about to wash it, put salt in it, and then put it on medium high heat, and then turn it down. So as I was saying before, as you can see, it started springing water. that's why I said that you have to keep a close eye on it. But you don't want it to start sticking to the bottom of the pot. So I'm just gonna stir it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put the pot cover back on it. So like I said before, excuse my pot because my pot has been doing a lot of work. I love my kitchen, so I put a little butter in it. Now I'm gonna put a little salt in it. I don't know if you guys can see. Not a lot though, because the butter has salt itself. And then it's just gonna steam down. As you can see, that is bubbling. So now I'm gonna add the seasoning because it's already somewhat cooked. Like I said, I thought I didn't put enough seasoning on it, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of the stir-fried pepper and onions to make it be a little bit bolder in color, and then in a little bit I'm just going to let that simmer together, and then I'm going to add the potatoes as well. If you have so much curry left, or if you didn't have so much water already, gravy as we call it, in the pot, I would have added water to it, but I'm still not going to wash this container as yet, in case I tend to go low on gravy or water in the pot, so I can have this because it has a lot of seasoning, as you can still see, powder seasoning in the basin. So I'll be back after doing so. So we're not just gonna do broccoli. Now you see the rice is bubbling. I'm just going to turn it down because I had it on medium high. I'm going to turn it on medium low. Now that it's simmering, I'm going to stir it a little. You see it got thicker. The consistency got thicker with the butter and the salt. So turning it down is just going to make it steam now instead of boiling, because I like to boil it first and then steam it. As you can see, it's getting thick, so I'm just going to add, it's almost finished, it's at the end of the point, I'm just going to add the potatoes in it. Now I'm just going to stir the potatoes in. Sorry guys, it's me alone, my mom had to do something real fast. So, I'm trying to video and stir the pot as well. It's almost finished. Like I said, see, some of the water is gone out of the pot, so that's why you would probably want to add a little bit more water if that was, your choice, whatever you prefer. But I'm just gonna let it stay, and then I'm gonna end up turning the stove down even more. Okay, guys, it's that time. Well, the chicken is finished, so I'm just waiting on the broccoli to steam and the rice to be finished, which the rice is almost done as well. The next process is just showing you my plating, and watch out for my banana pudding video. I'll be making that for dessert as well tonight. So, just gonna let these finish up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with the plating. Okay guys, here we go, the finishing product. We have the curry chicken on one side, the broccoli, and we have a cup of rice. Trying to get it from a different angle, as you can see it. That's a side view, that's an overview, and I hope you guys enjoy when you make it.